Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's the Thursday afternoon, Monday morning podcast just before Friday. And sorry, man, I'm running out of ways to say it. I try to do it differently every week because I know people are starting to do mashups of it. So I try to give you something. I'm trying to give you something to work with. I'm doing this on a Friday. Why, you ask? It's like, what the fuck, Bill? The Monday morning podcast is always late. Did you come up with the Thursday afternoon Monday morning podcast just before Friday, just to disappoint us twice in 1 week? Huh? Like the podcasting version of a deadbeat father? Deadbeat dad. Why isn't it deadbeat father? I'll tell you why, because there's no alliteration. And on the news, you can't keep people sitting there listening with their mouths hanging out. Up next, deadbeat fathers. Nah, that doesn't work. Up next, deadbeat dads. What are they doing, these deadbeat dads? Deadbeat dads are douches. Up next on KTLA. Sarah, can you tell us your story about being married to a deadbeat dad? Well, you know, I probably shouldn't have sucked his dick on the first date, and he said I'm going to come, and for some reason, I don't know what I was thinking, but I just crammed it into my clam hole, and that's when we had our first kid. Well, I mean, 9 months later. I'm sorry, I'm nervous because I'm on TV. And right off the bat, it's like he'd take us to Denny's, and the check would come, and he would be like, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom, and I never saw him again. We tracked him down. Deadbeat dad, Danny. Come out of this dilapidated fucking something that begins with a D. We just want to give you your chance to tell your side of the story. I love those fucking things, those news stories where they expose bad people like they give a fuck. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck. They just know that we like sitting back watching people get in trouble. Is there anything better than that, than watching somebody getting yelled at? It's fucking phenomenal. It's like you cunts last week when I went off on the Burger King guy. I didn't even know his name. I didn't even know how many fucking rounds there were. And I clearly stated that I was making fun of someone that could beat the shit out of me, right? So what do you cunts do? You chop it up. You leave out the part where I say I'm just some moron in a fucking in my office. You chop the whole fucking thing up, and then you start putting, fucking comedian goes on rant. What are you doing, Nia? I'm giving these guys shit for they fucked me over last week.
Are you talking about
Say
Conor McGregor?
Yeah, Nia loves him.
Conor McGregor. But I did tweet that I was giving that win a little bit of the side eye.
No, they stopped it because obviously that guy was gassed or something would have got hurt.
You think so? Like I feel like he was.
We can't do this again, Nia. We can't do this again.
He knocked him down, but not out. Obviously, I don't know all the rules, but he knocked him down, sure, and then he covered his head
we don't
to
know what
protect
we're
his
talking
head.
about. Neither one of us take any sort of jiu-jitsu or anything. We were just excited for the underdog. We were
Conor McGregor,
and we were like, how badass is that guy's chest tattoo, though? You got
everything about him is badass.
You got to be in the sickest shape ever to pull off that fucking. That guy has basically signed himself up to fucking pull it. Like push-ups and spin classes for the rest of his fucking life.
Spin classes.
No, but you know something? Because he's been on TV kicking people's asses, then he can just be like, well, I did that, and that's why I have this tattoo.
He talks so much shit. Like, that's the thing that's so hilarious about him.
Do
and
me
the
a
shit
favor.
that gets him in trouble.
Do me a favor. Tell them the tea story, and then I got to blow through the rest of this, and then I got to drop my truck off.
The tea story. Oh.
So
the tea story, also, a.k.a. Bill's ADD or just not paying attention, maybe?
No, that's not true. Nia's laying in bed. She's like, oh, can you go get me some tea? Because when you get married, you're also like a waiter.
And Bill's like, oh, okay. What kind of tea do you want? And I say, I like a cup of green tea would be lovely. Just not the decaffeinated kind.
You said not decaffeinated.
Not decaffeinated. The regular green
And what did I
tea.
say?
And you went, oh, yeah, not decaffeinated. And then you walked out the door, and I just sat there thinking, he's not going to get this right. He's not. And sure enough, you came downstairs with your big, sweet smile. Here you go, sweetie. And sure enough, it's the decaffeinated tea. When I told you, not decaffeinated.
This is my not decaffeinated. I thought there was decaffeinated and not decaffeinated. So when you said not decaffeinated, I was like, oh, good, decaffeinated. I thought it was like fiction and nonfiction.
No.
I don't drink tea or coffee.
No.
So I was like, all right, that's not decaffeinated. That's decaffeinated. What you should have said, I wasn't thinking, you should have said,
not
decaffeinated. Not decaffeinated.
I would have to use a double negative in order to get your brain to work correctly.
Well, you'd say, I want a book, not nonfiction.
No, you wouldn't say that. You would say, I want a fiction book. But the thing is,
but you could also say, I want a book, not nonfiction. Oh, so that means fiction.
I knew for you, if I just said green tea, you would just, listen, you would have screwed it up regardless.
Do I get any points for trying?
You do. You were very sweet to even get me a cup of tea.
Oh, don't talk to me like I'm fucking, like I got some sort of mental issue.
Well.
You were very sweet. Is that what I am? I'm that person? The person who's never going to get laid and just stays in his hometown for the rest of his life? He's sweet. Can you help me carry this thing that's really heavy?
I don't think that's what's happened, but you
How
are
come your
pretty...
thing is so low?
You are pretty...
I'm pretty.
What's the word? Slow on the uptake.
All right, listen, I got to knock this out because I got to drop my truck off today. All right? You got to follow me.
Okay.
All right?
That's it for me?
Well, I got to trash them for fuck. That was pretty good. I got to trash them for, I was making fun of the guy there in the tighty whities. That's one thing I did like about Conor McGregor is that when he was
Conor McGregor,
when he he came out in the tighty whities.
I love saying that.
What I did like about that is you got an idea of what it would be like if you broke into his home in the middle of the night. He'd come out with that crazy look that he did between round 1 and 2, like, hey! When he put his fucking arms out. He'd come out in his bare feet, and he'd fucking put his heel. You'd sit, he'd do this spinning thing. The best sound, even though you're getting your ass kicked, would be him running across the hardwood floor, the slap of his feet, and then he'd do this spinning thing. Just like, didn't he start it with a spinning kick, or was that somebody? I think he did. And that would be right.
Was that him or was that the?
It all ran together.
Before?
I forgot to say the fight before it was the fucking fight of the night.
Bloody nightmare over there. Yeah, that was
two of the sickest warriors. That guy finally, his
amazing.
fucking nose just exploded. It was unreal. Nia wanted to erase it. I was like, no, I have to. I gotta. I'm such a fucking tub of shit that I have to watch guys fighting at that level just to get myself to take my dog on a hike.
And you know what? We fast forwarded through it, but I think I read that Sinead O'Connor came out and sang with Conor McGregor. I'm only gonna say it like that from now on. So I have to go back and watch that. I mean, I think I read that on the internet, but I may be wrong. I have to go back and check.
You know, it's funny. You brought her up, and I know she doesn't sing this song, but I thought it was that chick who married the old creepy guy that sang on the boat.
I love when
Titanic.
Let's
Celine.
Let's play another episode of What Is Bill Talking About?
And I will always. Oh, it's Whitney.
That's Whitney Houston.
Oh, sorry.
First by Dolly Parton.
All right.
Wait, can you tell everybody when you were trying to describe Gone Girl, what did you call it?
Where'd the bitch go? but the thing is, I know I'm wrong, but I do it like the $10,000 pyramid. I just start throwing clues.
Where'd the bitch go?
Where'd the bitch go?
Really though, that's a really brilliant alternative title.
When they do, because Hollywood keeps remaking movies now because everybody stole the movies. So they can't do anything original anymore because what's the point? They just got to keep doing shit that works. So they'll do the black version of it, which will be Where'd the Bitch Go? And then Paul Feig will do the all-female one, and he'll turn it into a fucking $10 zillion comedy.